It's Finding Prince Charming, episode 6.
Put some more S's in that.
We're getting close to the end.
A purse just fell out of your mouth. We are getting close to the end.
A Birkin bag.
It's true. We're almost done with this show.
As in the words of the Scissor Sisters, it can't come quickly enough.
You can't come. I just met Jake Shears and I loved him. He was so nice. Oh, I met him at Dolly Parton.
Speaking of gay, that's gay.
It's
So, let's get into this episode. Let's dig in,
who left
shall we?
last? Oh, Robby left last week.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
That's never harmonized.
So if you want to see more Robert, we did an interview with Robby.
It's very exciting. He spills tea, and for those of you who love Robby, it is a non-miss.
It is a non-miss. So the link is below, and you can find that on our channel. Okay, so this week, everybody walks in the house.
And they're like upset that Robby's not there, which of course we're upset that Robby's not there.
The world is upset.
The world is. The Pope called.
She did. She's upset. And so first off, Brandon says that he's ready for some close personal time with Robert, which I think means he wants his dick inside him.
Yeah, really. Anyway,
that's what I want of Brandon.
So we're going on. Ooh. So Robert's coming over the next morning. And Robert's got on his glasses, and we all know that glasses mean smart.
His glasses, his sexticles,
and I'm got on these.
They're just glasses.
And he's got on these.
It makes me think that they're watching that when they see a LensCrafters commercial, they're jacking off how much they're excited about these glasses. I'm like, I get it.
And he's got on this weird outfit that looks like a matador.
Yeah, that's Mexican heritage. That's not Spanish. Matadors are Spanish.
Bum ba-da-ba-dum ba-da-ba-dum.
There you go.
Bum bum
there you go.
Ba-da-ba-dum bum bum ba-da-ba-dum ba-da-ba-dum.
Okay, we got it.
Bum ba-da-ba-dum ba-da. That went on too long. Sorry.
I know, I sat through it. We find out this is the whiteboard challenge.
No, in other words, what I'm calling, no, but tell me more about me.
Yeah, no.
That's the game.
No, but tell me more about me.
So Robert is asking them questions about how much they figured out about him, which is really gross and narcissistic. First, crush, and it was like
what's his middle name? He doesn't have a middle name.
He doesn't have a middle name.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. No one gives a fuck.
I wonder if they asked him what his previous jobs were.
The last question is, what is my birthstone? God.
What is my birth?
Fuck. Who cares?
Yeah.
And of course it's amethyst, and Justin is like, fellow Aquarians.
You know what? I think there's only one rock that those men are interested in. It's about 10 inches. I know.
Boom.
Boom. I've been a jeweler.
So, where's my monocle?
Yeah, I've mined a few diamonds in my life. Ooh, is this how you mine? Oh, hi ho, hi ho. They do the guy, and guess who wins?
Justin wins. Eyebrows for days wins. I like him. Eyebrows for days.
I love him so much.
He's very caring. He's in there, of course, to help everybody else.
Justin is too good for Robert. That's what I think. I think he's too good for him. I said it. Not that Robert's bad.
I don't think they're a match. I think Justin needs to take care of people more.
Well, they've told us that 10 times during the episode.
They have.
Justin and Robert, they go on a date to the art walk, or an art museum, rather.
In Sherman Oaks. And so they're in the art gallery, and Robert is like, well, I want to show him what I do, because, he's
an interior designer.
As an interior designer, I look at art all day.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You have your swatches and your samples. That's not art. Sorry. And they're walking through, and Justin's like, this is not my deal, and I want to know about this.
So it's so cute.
Then the scary part is they have to draw each other. It's revealed.
It is.
Okay, that's fucking intense. Even The Bachelor never went there.
So they draw this picture, and they're both drawing at the same time, and they're not seeing what the other person's drawing. No. So when they finish, they hold up their pictures, and Robert is drawing. I mean, it looks okay, but it's got a lot of symbolism in it. It's like Justin coming out of the sun, and
this is how you are to people.
Yeah, really and his ass looks like the Grand Canyon, like sparkly and pretty and ready to be hiked.
Yes.
I bet Justin's got a cute
Enter.
ass. Yes, and then Justin shows his picture. What does it look like?
And it's just a picture of Robert done by a 14-year-old.
Helen Keller
With
could have made a better
glasses.
drawing than this.
But I can't draw either, and I understand the pain of that.
So my picture, it really symbolizes the hurt of America, the longing to want to be valued, to be appreciated, American hard work. That was the picture I drew.
I drew a dick.
Okay, so Justin comes home, everybody's like, yay, you painted art, he
Yay,
shows
yay,
us his
yay.
picture, they giggle about it. And then we are off to the double date with Dylan and Chad, which is going to be dancing.
It's got like shit show written all over it.
I mean, this is more intense than a presidential debate. They're learning dance salsa choreography, and Dylan already is talking about how
good he is,
and it's got you move your hips and you're touching and all this kind of stuff.
And Chad's failing miserably, but
So
trying, and
but
they're
it's
having
trying,
fun.
and it's cute. So Chad
And Chad's like a little mini person,
he is,
so
and
it's fine.
Yeah, and so Chad and Robert dance first, and they are. It's really adorable. They're like two left feet. Chad picks him up. They have a good time. He even does like It's adorable. It's like in Dirty Dancing when he does like the lift. They laugh about it.
And
It's
they
cute.
dance, sing, and okay, enough. Everyone is totally bored, and then it goes, and I've had
Was that the thing?
time of my life.
That sounded like the thing to Price is Right.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I was on pitch, actually, so you weren't. But that's me.
Well, moving on to the second dance between dehydrated Dylan and Robert.
And then it was like all a thing where it's like, I see him getting interested in me. And it was like all narrated and weird.
Yes, and it was.
We know that I'm not the biggest Dylan fan.
And you know how they start? I think he's going to be lovely when he grows up, when he's 35.
I don't.
And so you know how when Dylan, they start dancing, he's like, it's about eye contact. And he's really into it. It reminds me, have you ever been with like an over-aggressive bottom who you feel like is just going to take your dick off? Like they're like, I got this. And you're like, calm down and just enjoy this.
Things really just got real.
I mean, granted, that was 12 years ago that happened to me. But still, there was that one time. Bottom.
So
That's
anyway,
what I'm gonna call him.
Dylan like grabs Robert away, and they sit over on these weird couches with, of course, weird lighting. The show's lighting is the weirdest that I've ever seen.
You would think gay people are better than this.
I know. So they're over there in like the Dark Ages, talking about their relationship, and it's 50
but they're
to
really
20
not talking. It's like Dylan's saying, yeah, I feel like this, and Robert's like, well, if you feel like this, then you like. Sure. Again, you remember like when you're in 6th grade and you want to kiss somebody
like that,
and you talk. Yeah,
and you're listening to "I Promise You" by NSYNC, and nothing happens.
That's a good song, and I'm not even gonna. They could never afford the rights to that.
It's only been rights-less music.
Even Lance Bass would be like, "Bitch, I'm not selling you those rights."
So anyway, Chad's over here like, and my favorite part is when Chad just sees a glass of red wine and goes, whoosh. And they're sitting over there just like talking, and Chad's finally just stewing on it.
And he's been drinking also too, and Chad, you might want to.
He likes the sauce. So anyway, he finally goes over and says, I'm leaving. After feeling like he's been salted for a while. And Dylan, like he did with Sam, not to defend Sam, is winding him up. It's like, why? Why are you?
It is, it's true.
It's nothing that I've been doing.
It's true. Basically, Dylan is a thirsty Patrick Swayze.
He's an instigator.
He is an instigator. And Chad is pissed because
he's baby.
Nobody puts Chad in the corner.
He's baby. No one puts Chad in a corner.
And baby is pissed.
Baby is hella pissed.
Hella pissed.
I haven't used the word hella ever, and I just did.
And you're not going to use it again.
Never. No.
You have to be a surfer to do that.
Or
a skateboarder.
Have
you had sex with a skateboarder?
Yes.
Oh, really?
but only a part-time one who had one of those really terrible, almost like surfy boards.
What's a surfy board?
You know, like those long board skateboards.
Who does that?
Exactly.
Did he lay you down on it?
No!
Oh. Well, then what's the point? What was his name? Taylor?
Adam.
Ooh, and you were Eve. Chad is making a confrontation, and now he says, he walks over to them.
He leaves.
And nothing, he's like, I'm leaving.
Done. So they get home.
Yes.
Nothing much is said.
No, and Chad has already said before, he said, I'm not in this for the game. Hello.
And of course, Dylan is in the room talking to Brandon, and
who's doing his nighttime reflection.
And
ooh, Brandon, I love you. I just want to meditate with you on a beach and look at your soul.
I'm a little tired of it personally.
Ooh,
that's just me.
So handsome.
Anyway, so they're sitting there, and my favorite part is when Chad says, I need to go to bed. Take your chips and leave.
Because Dylan's eating chips. He's like, take your chips and leave. Also, Chad came home and immediately started drinking.
I want a bumper sticker that says, take your chips and leave.
Yeah, it's really just like every time they cut to Chad, he's like kind of hunched over and drinking.
He's intense, and he probably has an alcohol problem.
I know. I feel like Dennis Quaid is going to play him in a movie. It's really intense.
That's on point.
But my favorite was when Chad turned to Brandon and said, do you think I'm unstable?
and Brandon's like, I think it's time to go to bed.
Yeah, Brandon.
Date number 2, which involved martial arts. There wasn't a lot going on there.
No,
it was just Brandon who was really good at it.
Oh,
Eric,
and Brandon used to do Buffy. I love Brandon. I love Buffy too. Brandon, we could have the best time together. I'll play Buffy with you. I'll let you stick your steak in me.
Oh,
but they're boxing.
There's a
little sexual chemistry.
They're
stretching.
Eric has some time with Robert as well.
Yes,
saying with some really kind of intense time, and so does Brandon. This could be all skipped over. You can fast forward all this.
Well, no, it is. There is a very moment. There's a kiss because Eric and Robert are talking. And there's like a little kiss, and Robert is very touched because. Eric gives him a flower. It's a red flower.
Right, I forgot. He gives him a rose.
But it's not a bloomed rose. It's not bloomed yet. So in essence, he gives Robert his rosebud. Eric gives Robert his rosebud. We said this in a later
Sorry, straight people, but this one's awful.
If you don't know what rosebud is, Google it.
No, don't.
It's actually very sweet. It's very touching.
He gives Eric his rose. Eric gives him his rosebud.
But there's like this wrestle sex, and I think Brandon was hot doing it. That's all.
Anyway, so cut to near the end when
and Eric didn't like watching them dating.
Eric has a problem with 3-way dates too, which anyone would.
Yeah, and then Brandon and Robert share a little kiss as well.
They do. Mm-hmm. So we get to Black Tie Affair.
Girls coming out for a black tie affair.
Our second to last Black Tie Affair.
It's the second to last.
Not as catchy.
Not as catchy. Sorry.
So anyway.
I mean, it ends up being in the bottom. Chad and Dylan.
Justin is safe. Justin is safe.
Eric's safe.
Eric's safe. Dylan. No.
Brandon.
Brandon's safe. Those 3 are
Tyler.
safe. So,
I don't know.
There should be a Tyler.
There should be a Tyler. I don't know who's on the show.
There should also be a Steve.
That's my middle name.
Of course it is. The last 2 standing are Dylan and Chad. And Chad's like, I need to say something. And already he's like, you've been disingenuous, blah, blah, blah. No, you haven't, because it's a reality show.
Okay, Chad, again, I don't know if you're hearing the voices and you're believing them now. I don't know, because it came out of nowhere. Because yes, Chad's upset that they're on a 3-way date. I get it. That would be upsetting, even though you know it's a show, you know it's a game. I could still, that would be upsetting you. But this whole Robert's lied to me the whole time being Sugar, you literally, what did that famous drag queen say to you?
Cancel my subscription. I don't need your issues.
Exactly, Robert. You need to cancel that subscription.
And you know what he did?
Chad
actually threw his tie down in a very dramatic sense.
In a very dramatic way. But I will say this for Robert.
And Dylan was left.
Yeah, and where Chad was saying he was disingenuous, and Robert has been 2 things. Boring. But also he's been He's actually been kind and genuine this whole time.
Something. And just one more thing. I drew a dick.
That's disgusting. First of all, you've been with some weird dicks. Look, watch our interview with Robby. We've got that coming up. This is a special bonus
Robby
episode.
LaRiviere!
We love him. Can't wait for. He needs his own show. We
He's
love
our
him.
favorite.
He is our favorite.
I love Sam though.
Well, I love Robby, but Sam or Brandon's my favorite in a different way.
Shut up!
I think Brandon and I could walk
Unless
on beaches.
Brandon comes on the show.
We could hand him.
Unless Brandon comes on the show, he's not my
Brandon,
favorite.
please come on the show.
Brandon, let's talk.
Hand on my face.
No.
So we're gonna have a week off, so there's not gonna be any Finding Prince Charming next week. What are you gonna do?
I'll have a night off without misery.
No, you're not having a night off because I'll tell you, Jake and I host a show on Bidchat. That's B-I-D.
That's even better.
Exactly, and you
Not bitch chat.
Bidchat. Although we bitch on it, so you can go onto Bidchat and you can talk to us. We're gonna
Come talk to us.
So it's
We're here for you.
bidchat.com/Matt and Jake. The link is below. You can go to that. Remember that, and that will be on Thursday at 9 o'clock Pacific.
9 o'clock
right?
Pacific time. So we'll be there from 9 to 10, answering
9 to 10.
all your Finding Prince Charming questions and things we've learned from our interviews and predictions. And if you just want to talk about the show or you want some advice about gay sex, we can help you.
That's true. You know, let's make it 9:30. Speaking of gay sex, 9:30.
9:30 for gay sex.
We'll see you there at 9:30 to 10:30 on Bidchat. All right. Bye.
Bidchat. Bye.